We're pleased to welcome today the Chief Economist of Florida Realtors, John Tuccillo. You know, John, the study of economics is called the dismal science.
It certainly is.
And you have found an outlet for this dismal science that is fascinating.
And legal. Don't forget that part of it. No, I've taken to writing crime fiction, and I have two books out. One is called The Experiment, one is called The Dance. And the first one deals with life at a small, very prestigious liberal arts college in New Hampshire, where unfortunately there's a serial killer running around. Terrible.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And the second one deals with the same college, which gets into, and I'll just sort of give you the setup of it, college gets into the NCAA basketball tournament for the first time in its history, and everybody's rejoicing on the court. Sitting on the bench slumped over is one of the assistant basketball coaches who's dead. And
okay.
when our hero and his friends start to look into it, they realize that the guy's been poisoned not once but twice. And off we go.
And much hilarity ensues from that.
Well, sometimes you might call it hilarity, some people might not.
So how did you go from studying economics and giving us on this program great advice about where the market is and where it's going to writing fiction?
Well, you know, economics is a social science, and there really is a fine line between social science and fiction.
Okay.
A lot of my colleagues cross over it on a regular basis. And I
mean experts?
Experts. Oh, yeah.
Experts, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Experts, talking heads who put fact out as opinion out as fact. And I just decided that it might be nice to sort of write something that's pure fiction. And as I said to an old classmate of mine at one of my high school reunions, I said, you know, if I knew it was so much fun making up this stuff, I'd have started a long time ago.
Yeah.
But you get into
facts?
it and you just keep going and stuff. And I'll tell you the story. The first, just a real quick, and this is in the intro, the forward to the first book. I was going out. I got dragooned into going to a writer's workshop at the University of Washington. I guess it was probably 5, 6 years ago, and no, it was more than that. It was like 12 years ago, excuse me. And on the way out, I'm flying out to Seattle. I fell asleep on the plane, and all of a sudden, I had a dream. And this dream became the basis for the plot of the novel. I said, this sounds pretty good. You know, maybe I ought to work on it. And I did, and 3 or 4 years later, it all came together.
Let me take a wild guess. These are available on Amazon?
They're available on every electronic book distributor in the country. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, all the way down the feeding chain. And there's a website which is called bookbaby.com, which is where you can get them as well.
Okay, John Tuccillo, Chief Economist of Florida Realtors. Killer advice on the economy and on housing, and killer fiction as well.